Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. My name is Daniel, and I'm really excited to be here today.
And my name is Michael. Hi, everyone. We are so happy you're listening. Today, we want to help you practice English in a very simple, friendly, and natural way.
That's right. Remember, this podcast is not about perfect grammar or big words. It's about real English, everyday English, English you can actually use.
Exactly. So let's start easy. Daniel, tell me about yourself. What's your name? Where are you from?
Okay, well, as I said, my name is Daniel. I am from London in the United Kingdom. London is a very big, busy city, but I really like it.
Nice. I've been to London before. It's beautiful, but very crowded. And I guess also very expensive, right?
Oh, yeah, super expensive. But there's always something to do. Now, Michael, what about you? Where are you from?
I'm from Toronto in Canada. It's also a big city, but compared to London, I think it's calmer. There are many parks and a lot of nature around.
That's really cool. So we are already showing our listeners a good example. Notice, friends, how we introduce ourselves. My name is Daniel. I am from London. Very simple sentences. You can copy this and use it when you meet someone.
Yes. Don't worry about being perfect. Just say it slowly and clearly. People will understand you.
So, Michael, how old are you, if you don't mind sharing?
No problem. I am 32 years old. And you?
I am 29.
Almost 30, but not yet. Almost there. So, again, notice how we say it. I am 32 years old. You can also say, I'm 32. Both are fine.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about where we live. Michael, do you live in a house or in an apartment?
I live in an apartment. It's not very big, but it's comfortable. And it's close to the subway, so I can get around the city easily. What about you, Daniel?
I live in a small house. It has 2 bedrooms and a little garden in the back. I really love the garden. In the summer, I sit outside and drink coffee there.
That sounds perfect. I think a garden is a dream for many people living in big cities.
Yes, true. Okay, let's give our listeners another useful sentence. When someone asks you, where do you live? You can answer, I live in an apartment, or I live in a house. Very simple.
Good tip. Now, let's move on to family. Daniel, do you have brothers or sisters?
Yes, I do. I have one younger sister. Her name is Anna. She is 25 years old.
Nice. What does she do? Is she studying or working?
She's working. She is a nurse at a hospital. She really likes her job, but sometimes it's very stressful.
I can imagine. Nurses work very hard. What about your parents?
My father is retired now, but he used to work as an engineer. My mother is still working. She is a teacher at a primary school.
That's great. A very hardworking family. Okay, my turn. I also have one sibling. I have an older brother. His name is David, and he is 35. He works in IT with computers.
So you're the younger brother.
Yes, I am. Sometimes it's nice, sometimes not so nice.
I understand. And what about your parents?
My dad is a taxi driver, and my mom works in a supermarket. They are both very kind and very supportive.
That's wonderful. So listeners, notice again, we use these sentences. I have one sister. Her name is Anna. She is 25 years old. She is a nurse. Very short, very clear. You can do the same when talking about your family.
Exactly. Don't try to make long, complicated sentences. Start small, step by step.
Great. Okay, I think we should also talk about pets. Many people like to talk about animals. Do you have a pet, Michael?
Yes, I do. I have a dog. His name is Rocky. He's big, brown, and very friendly.
That's awesome. Dogs are the best. What do you do with him?
I take him for walks every morning and every evening. He loves running in the park, and sometimes he sleeps on the sofa, which my wife doesn't like.
I can imagine. Well, I don't have a pet now, but when I was a kid, I had a cat. Her name was Bella. She was black and white, and she loved sleeping.
Classic cat. Sleep all day, play at night.
Okay, Michael, I think it's time to talk about something really useful, daily routines. What do you do on a normal day?
Good idea. So, on a normal weekday, I wake up at around 7 a.m. The first thing I do is drink a glass of water, and then I take my dog, Rocky, for a short walk.
Nice. So the first verb we learned is wake up. You can say, I wake up at 7 a.m. That's a great sentence to practice.
Exactly. After the walk, I eat breakfast, usually toast and coffee. Then I start work at 9 o'clock.
Do you work from home or go to an office?
I usually work from home. I sit at my computer for many hours, so sometimes my back hurts.
Yeah, that's common these days. Many people work from home. So, friends, you can say, I start work at 9 or I work from home.
Right. What about you, Daniel? What's your daily routine?
Well, I wake up at 6:30 a.m. I like waking up a little earlier. I make a cup of tea and then I read the news for 15 minutes.
Wow, you're productive in the morning.
Sometimes. After that, I go to the gym. I exercise for about 45 minutes.
That's healthy. I should do that more often.
Yes, it gives me energy. Then I take a shower, eat breakfast, and start work around 9. My job is teaching English online, so I usually have video lessons with students.
That's perfect.
And in the evening? In the evening, I like to cook dinner. I don't always cook, but maybe 3 times a week. After dinner, I watch a TV show or a movie, and then I go to bed around 11. Sounds like a good routine. So, listeners, let's repeat some useful daily routine phrases. I wake up at 7. I eat breakfast. I start work at 9. I go to the gym. I cook dinner. I go to bed at 11. You can practice these sentences every day. Exactly. Simple sentences, but very powerful. Now, let's move on to hobbies. Michael, what are your hobbies?
Well, my biggest hobby is playing the guitar. I've been playing since I was a teenager. It relaxes me.
That's awesome. Do you play in a band or just for fun?
Just for fun. Sometimes I play with friends, but mostly I play alone at home.
Cool. And what else do you do for fun?
I also love cooking. On weekends, I try new recipes. For example, last week I made homemade sushi.
Really? How was it?
Honestly, not very good. But it was fun to try.
That's the spirit. Hobbies don't have to be perfect. They are just for enjoyment.
Exactly. Okay, Daniel, what about you? What are your hobbies?
I love reading books, especially history and biographies. I usually read for 30 minutes before bed.
That's great. Reading is also good for learning English, by the way.
Yes, true. Another hobby of mine is photography. I like walking around the city and taking pictures of buildings, people, and nature.
Wow, that's creative. Do you use a professional camera?
Sometimes, but often I just use my phone. Nowadays, phone cameras are really good.
That's true. So, listeners, here are some hobby sentences you can use. My hobby is playing the guitar. I like cooking. I love reading books. I enjoy photography.
Yes, notice the verbs I like, I love, I enjoy. These are very useful when you talk about your hobbies.
Exactly. And remember, you can ask someone, what are your hobbies? Or what do you like to do in your free time? That's a great way to start a conversation. Perfect.
Okay, Michael, I think after hobbies, the next natural topic is food. Everyone loves to talk about food.
Yes, my favorite topic. Let's do it.
All right, Michael, now let's talk about one of my favorite topics, food.
Yes, I was waiting for this part. Everyone loves food. So Daniel, what's your favorite food?
That's a difficult question. I like many kinds of food, but if I have to choose just one, I'd say pasta. I really love pasta.
Oh, nice. Do you cook pasta at home or eat it in restaurants?
Both. Sometimes I cook simple pasta with tomato sauce, and other times I go to Italian restaurants. What about you?
Well, I'm a big fan of pizza. Classic, right? But I never get bored of it.
Pasta and pizza, the perfect Italian combination.
Exactly. And here's a useful sentence for our listeners. My favorite food is pizza. You can use it anywhere. Simple and clear.
Good point. So, besides pizza, do you like spicy food?
A little spicy, yes, but not too much. If it's too hot, I can't enjoy it. How about you?
I'm the same. Mild spicy is okay, but very spicy, no, thank you.
So let's teach our listeners how to talk about dislikes. You can say, I don't like spicy food, or I don't like olives. Very easy.
Yes, exactly. And remember, you don't need to be negative about everything. Just choose one or two things you don't like. For example, I love pasta, but I don't like mushrooms.
Good example. For me, I love pizza, but I don't like pineapple on pizza.
The famous pineapple pizza debate.
Yes, some people love it, some people hate it.
Okay, let's move on from food to another fun topic, movies. Michael, what kind of movies do you like?
I love action movies. Fast cars, big explosions, heroes saving the world. I enjoy all of that.
Classic. And what's your favorite action movie?
Maybe The Dark Knight. I can watch it again and again.
That's a great choice. For me, I prefer comedies. I like to laugh and relax.
Good. Laughter is important. What's your favorite comedy?
Probably The Office TV show. Not exactly a movie, but I love it.
Yes, it's really funny. So listeners, here's another useful pattern. I like action movies. My favorite movie is The Dark Knight. I enjoy comedies. You can use like, love, enjoy to describe your taste in movies.
Exactly. And now let's talk about music. Michael, what kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to rock music. Old rock like the Beatles and Queen.
Nice. Legendary bands. Do you also listen to modern music?
A little, but not too much. I like the old classics. What about you, Daniel?
I listen to many different types, pop, jazz, even classical music. But if I had to choose one, I'd say pop.
So you like catchy songs?
Exactly. Something easy to sing along to.
So listeners, here's another simple sentence. I like rock music. I love pop music. I enjoy classical music. Practice these with your favorite music style.
Yes, and if you want to ask someone, just say, "What kind of music do you like?" Or, "What's your favorite movie?"
These are great conversation starters. You can use them when you meet new friends.
All right, Michael, let's talk about culture and travel. These are topics people love, and they are also very useful for practicing English.
Yes, I agree. So, Daniel, have you traveled to many countries?
A few, yes. I've been to Spain, France, and Germany. Each country has its own special culture, and I really enjoyed learning about them.
That's amazing. What do you usually do when you travel?
I like to walk around the city, visit museums, and of course, try the local food. For example, in Spain, I ate paella. It was delicious.
Nice. For me, when I travel, I always try to talk to local people. Even just small conversations like asking for directions or ordering food.
That's a great idea, and it's also a good way to practice English, because in many countries, people speak at least a little English.
Exactly. Okay, let's give our listeners some useful travel sentences. For example, where is the train station? How much is a ticket? I would like some water, please. These are very simple, but very helpful.
Perfect. And another good tip, always smile. Even if your English is not perfect, a smile makes communication much easier.
Yes, I totally agree. Okay, Daniel, what's your favorite country you have visited so far?
I think Spain. The people were very friendly, the food was great, and the weather was sunny.
Sounds perfect. For me, my favorite trip was to Japan. It was amazing. The culture is so different and everything was so clean and organized.
Wow, Japan! That's on my list. Did you try sushi there?
Of course, and it tasted so much better than the sushi I make at home.
I can imagine.
So listeners, here's another way to practice. You can say, my favorite country is Spain. I want to visit Japan. I like traveling because I can learn about new cultures.
Great examples. Okay, Michael, let's connect this to English learning. Many people ask, how can I improve my English faster? What's your advice? Good question.
My first advice is practice a little every day. Even 10 minutes. Listen, read, or speak in English. Small steps are powerful.
That's a really good point. I also tell my students, don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are normal, they are part of learning.
Yes, exactly. If you wait until your English is perfect, you will never speak. You must be brave.
Right. Another tip, try shadowing. That means listening to a native speaker and repeating at the same time.
Oh, yes, shadowing is fantastic. It helps with pronunciation and rhythm.
And of course, podcasts like this one are a great tool. You can listen and repeat with us.
Exactly. And here's something I always say. Don't just study English, live in English. For example, change your phone language to English.
Yes, or watch movies with English subtitles, or write your shopping list in English.
These small things make English a part of your daily life.
And the more you see and hear English, the more natural it becomes.
That's the secret. Practice every day, don't be afraid of mistakes, and use English in real life.
All right, Michael, I think we've talked about a lot today. We covered names, family, daily routines, hobbies, food, movies, music, culture, travel, and even tips for learning English.
Yes, it's been a full lesson, but in the form of a friendly conversation. That's the best way to learn.
Exactly. And now we want to give our listeners a little bit of practice. So, friends, if you are listening, try to answer these questions out loud.
Yes, don't just listen, speak with us. Okay, question 1. What's your name?
Good. Now say, my name is... Perfect. Question 2. Where are you from?
Great. You can say, I am from Brazil, or I am from Turkey, or wherever you are from.
Excellent. Question 3. What's your favorite food?
Nice. Maybe you said pizza, or pasta, or sushi. All good.
Question 4. What are your hobbies?
Yes. For example, my hobby is reading, or I like playing football.
And the last one, why are you learning English?
That's a powerful question. Maybe your answer is, I want to travel, or I need English for work, or simply, I love learning languages.
Exactly. Remember, there is no wrong answer. The important thing is to practice speaking.
Yes. Even if you are alone in your room, say the sentences out loud. Your brain and your mouth need practice together.
That's a really good point. Speaking is like exercise. The more you do it, the stronger you become.
And don't forget, learning English is a journey, not a race. Enjoy the process. Every small step is progress.
Exactly. One day, you will look back and realize how much better you are.
So friends, thank you so much for listening today. We hope this long conversation helped you learn new words, new sentences, and gave you motivation.
Yes, thank you. And we want to ask you, please go to the comments section and introduce yourself in English. Just 1 or 2 sentences is enough. For example, my name is Alex, I am from Mexico, my favorite food is pasta.
That's perfect. We would love to read about you and your life.
And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast and share it with your friends who are also learning English.
Yes, the more people join us, the more fun this journey becomes.
All right, Michael, time to say goodbye.
Yes, thank you again, everyone. Keep smiling, keep practicing, and keep learning.
We'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.